What's up guys, this is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be talking about how athletes can be more motivated. Now, I would assume probably a lot of you watching this video have like aspirations, goals, dreams to be able to play football at the next level, or you just want to be as successful of a football player as you can, but it's not always easy to, I guess you could say, stay motivated for a long period of time. I think a lot of athletes, it's like human nature, right? Like you're talking about your goals, you're talking about the things that you want to do, like you have this goal, you want to go play D1, you want to play D2, and you get excited, you get hyped up, and you're hyped up for like a couple days, maybe a week, and then things start to get hard. It starts to get challenging. Maybe you're not seeing yourself make as many gains in the gym as you'd like. You're not seeing your game progress on the field. It feels like you take one step forward, two steps backwards sometimes, and it's tough, and motivation can come and go. And I think the reason why I make this video is just to let you guys know some things and some strategies that you guys can do to help yourself stay motivated, but really honestly just stay consistent, because consistency is the most important thing as an athlete really in any sport. So like if I think a lot of things that will drive athletes to not be as motivated is what I mentioned, not seeing progress, but also like kind of looking over their shoulder at maybe other athletes, like, this player doesn't work as hard as I do, maybe he's not as skilled as me, but he's getting recruited by this school, or he's starting and I'm not starting and I work way harder than that guy. And that can be pretty unmotivating, you guys. I was in your shoes, I was a player as well, and I completely understand the feelings that you feel, but I tell you this just to make sure that you guys don't quit and you guys try to stay consistent with like your process and try to become obsessed with the work that you're putting in. I think a lot of guys, like I said, motivation can come and go, and guys will get really fired up and then they start to get a little discouraged and then they stop working out as hard. Maybe they don't go to the field as often. Maybe they're not doing speed work. Maybe they stop watching film, but you have to tune all of that stuff out. And I think a lot of guys set these really big goals for themselves that can seem unattainable at times, but they don't have a process of how they're going to actually get there. So like, let's say you're an athlete and you want to play Division I football. Let's say your goal is to play at like UCLA or something like that, right? And your goal is, okay, I'm going to play at UCLA, but you have no set plan, no set like daily things that you are going to do to get to that level. You're going to be at it for about a week, 2 weeks, and you're going to be like, man, I'm not at UCLA yet, and you get real discouraged. And I'm telling you right now, there are strategies that you could put in place to your game, strategies you could put in place to your like work ethic, the things you're doing away from school, even in the classroom, that will help you stay more motivated and help you get to that goal quicker than I think you would, and also be able to stay consistent over long periods of time. And that's what we're going to talk about next. Now also, fellas, if you are a quarterback or wide receiver watching this video and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we're going to be traveling out to 11 more cities across the entire country for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. So guys, check out that very first link in the description below if you're interested. We're going to be coming out next to Austin, Texas. Then we head out to Las Vegas, Nevada, Seattle, Washington. Then we'll be coming out to Chicago, Illinois, Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and finishing off our camp tour in Los Angeles, California. So guys, if you want some more information, want to learn how you could sign up, again, go to that very first link in the description below. All of our camps have limited spots. We don't take everybody because you can't really get better in an environment with like 200 people there. There's not enough time. There's not enough time to be able to actually get coached up by a coach. So we limit spots so we can work with each one of you individually and give you individualized feedback on your game to help your skills. So if you guys are interested, again, fellas, very first link in that description below. Let's get back to this video. Now, what are some strategies that can help you stay motivated over a long period of time? So what I drew up on the whiteboard right here is kind of like a daily goal strategy that's going to help you get to that like main like kind of North Star goal that you have, right? So like, let's use that example of like, I want to play Division I football, right? You don't care where it is. That's just a goal that you have, right? Now, again, if you just approach it day by day and you're just like, okay, I'm going to work out here, I'm going to work out there, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and you have no like set plan, you have no set plan of action, it's going to be a very scatterbrained process, and I'm telling you, you are going to lose motivation fast, you guys. You might be able to sustain it for a little while, but eventually when things start to go wrong, maybe you have like a family obligation, you can't do a certain task, then that turns into 2 days of not doing a task, 3 days of not doing a task. Trust me, you need to have some type of schedule, some type of goal regimen that keeps you on that path towards that goal. So like, let's say for example, you're a wide receiver, right? And let's say your goal is to play wide receiver at UCLA, like we mentioned. I would write down like daily goals, and these are just 3 simple ones. It could be different. Everybody's a little bit unique, but of things that you need to do to help you get to that specific point. So let's say you struggle understanding defensive coverages. Maybe hands are a weak point of your game. So on your daily goals, 100 catches. So like maybe you go out with your dad to the yard, catch 10, 10, 10, 10 low ones, 10 over here, and repeat that process twice. That's 50 and 50, and you get 100 catches in. Then pay attention in all classes. To play college level football, you need to have good grades, so that can be a part of your daily goals. And then 1 hour of film study. Maybe you do that after dinner, you do that at night. But you have these goals listed out every single day, and it could be the same stuff every single day. Consistency is super important. But you check that goal off, check that off, check that off, and you feel a sense of like pride in that. You feel a sense of accomplishment, and I think that's more sustainable over a long period of time, rather than just being like, oh, I want to go D1, I want to go D1, I want to go D1. You're not doing things daily that are uplifting your like confidence and your motivation to go attack that goal day in and day out. So that's what I recommend. Now, something that clicked for me, at least, like especially as I got older in my career, older even when I was away from playing football and I started coaching, I wrote out a schedule for myself every day, and that gave me a ton of confidence and a ton of motivation to go through the schedule and check things off. So you don't have to be as weird about it as I was, but I would do like literally from the moment I woke up in the morning, I would have my day mapped out by like 30-minute increments. So like I get up very early, I get up at like 3:45. So I would have like 3:45 to 4:15, 4:15 to 5, 5 to 5:30, 5:30 to 6, 6 to 7:30, like if you have a longer period of time where you're doing something. And throughout the day, me scratching that off, scratching this off, okay, I did that, I did that, I did that. That gave me a sense of confidence, but also a sense of accomplishment to where like the next day, I want to do the exact same thing. And all those things that are on that schedule are trying to map me out towards the goals that I have, whether it's physical, like stuff in the gym, whether it's goals in like business, whether it's with social media, whatever it is, but it gave me confidence. So if you feel like you're lacking motivation, try writing out daily goals for yourself that you could check off. Try making a schedule throughout the whole day where you could check those things off your list and be consistent and be focused on that day in and day out, and take it one day at a time, but just know in the back of your mind that's moving you closer to the bigger goal that you have. But if you're lacking motivation, try that strategy, because I really think it's an easy way to keep you consistent and stay focused year round.